Hey everyone, Michael here. Today I wanted to talk with you guys about the earnings that are coming up this week. There are a few things I want you guys to focus on specifically, but the broad swath of things coming this week is all going to be by financials. You got bank here, bank there, Charles Schwab, Bank Corp. There's mostly financials here. Now, the big thing for this is we all know there's a war going on right now in Israel and Gaza. It's probably going to get pretty nasty this week because they've had ample time to actually boost up their reserves and things like that coming from the Israeli side. So we may see banks talking about that and the uncertainty, and as well as that, that war has actually boosted up oil prices a lot. I just wanted to show you guys something here. This is Tesla, but we'll go back over here to this one. Oil went back up 5%. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but oil prices, gas prices at the store have actually gone up quite a bit here, even though during this big move, they didn't move up too much. 1 week, oil prices, gas prices, everything's gone up. So you guys have felt that very, very rapidly. Now, if I go back over here very fast, actually, best just to do this one, right? There we go. There are two other things besides banks. Before we move on to them, I just want you guys to understand this. Banks are not going to be happy with raising interest rates. It's been a problem with them in the past. Perhaps since we're getting closer to the end, they're going to be okay with it. But if you guys are looking to trade banks, you really just want to trade the largest banks, or you guys want to have a little bit more of a YOLO position on some of those smaller banks that were dropping off like flies in March when we had the financial crisis because we overstimulated the economy and all that type of stuff with interest rates and bond yields, all that crap, okay? Now, the two things that I think you guys would love to trade here, and one bonus one for you guys like to have a little bit more of a YOLO type trade where you have a lot more fun with it, is Netflix and Tesla are going to be your standard trades, and Nokia right here is going to be your actual YOLO trade. That one's if you guys like GameStop or AMC, that's going to be the one where you take your risk on it because it has earnings. You're most likely going to want to buy this Monday or Tuesday, let it marinate for a couple days. Then once it pops, either way, you're either going to be very happy or you're just going to be like, I lost some money. It was a YOLO play and I'll live. All right. Hopefully the profit you can make between Netflix and Tesla would outdo any potential losses you can do with Nokia. How about that? Now, the big thing here is if you guys are going to be trading some of these, just understand some of the natural patterns. You see Tesla is in this massive consolidation. It's been in consolidations like this before. You can almost see it right here, right? Different type of pattern, but pretty close where you have a triangle breakout coming up here. Triangle. Will it be a breakout? We are not sure just yet. It's been very bumpy for Tesla over the past few months, as you guys might imagine, because of all this inflation talk, I guess you could say, right? So just be aware of that. If you guys also want to have another level of support, just start using this type of stuff. But as you guys can see, it broke down, it boosted back up. There's only a few stocks where this actually happens. I think Netflix is actually the other one here. So just be aware of that. Sometimes you guys might just have to go to log and just do it like that. That way it doesn't actually pop up, right? So you could also do it like that. And sometimes having the log off will mitigate some of those false signals that you guys see. Don't be afraid to just tap that very fast and be like, oh, okay, it's still working if you take the log off, okay? Next up, we have, where are we going? There we go, Netflix. This one's been pretty interesting. For now, let me just get rid of everything here because I think it's the same major point I've been trying to tell you. All right. Netflix has officially started to break down. You take off the log right here. It broke down a while ago right there. But again, if you were to follow it like right here, that was a false breakdown. This one was a real breakdown, but you can see how it's kind of annoying right there. So just always make sure to have that log off and on just to kind of see what's happening. But an official breakdown and breaking down below that 50, earnings coming this week is going to be huge because it gives you the opportunity to have a nice little pop or reversal. Expect this drop to slow down just a little bit, maybe come back down to 348. And if you guys think the earnings are going to be good or above expectations, let's just say that, then you could probably think about taking some 360 calls, 370 calls, expiring not this Friday, but next Friday, and waiting to see what happens to them. But going over here on the monthly chart, Netflix has had a history of being able to crash very, very fast and break through all levels of support from a month-to-month basis. And just for an example, within 6 months, or even 5 months, it fell down 75%. So just be careful if you guys are trying to long into this. Historically, it looks like it's been coming down quite a bit here. And with people having to, have an actual budget now because they can't afford more stuff because of the high inflation due to high spending, from the government. It's going to be very hard for people to justify having Netflix and Hulu and ESPN and Disney and BritBox and whatever other streaming platforms they have, okay? Crunchyroll, things like that. So just be aware it isn't a breakdown, so most of you guys are going to have a lot better time going with the trend. Always go to an hour chart if you're wondering what's going on. Sometimes these hour charts can really help you find out where to actually open up some shorting positions here. 4-hour chart as well can help you out, but just make sure you guys are trading responsibly, okay? Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to stream for you guys in the future. Thanks. Today's video was sponsored by Fairdesk. They have an amazing copy trading program that they want you guys to know about. If you guys like to copy other traders, or maybe you guys don't feel comfortable enough copying yourself, they have many traders out there right now that are trading so you guys can make some money. You guys can always see how much money their followers have made by checking out the 7-day follower profit. Everybody has one. Some have zero, some have a few thousand, some have like 30,000, some have almost $100,000. If you guys want to go that way, just go to the 7-day follower profit and find out who's making the most profit for the people, and that way you guys can choose to follow which one you want, okay? I'm over here as Fusion Trading or Quantum Trades. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.